Hello and welcome to Not So Awesome Review. Today we're looking at the Power Rangers Legacy Collection, Zeo Ranger 3 Blue Rocky. I met him once at Power MorphCon. Well, he's cool. It was good times. Good times. But yeah, he comes with the left arm of the Zeo Megazord. So, we were already showed the right arm and we already showed Zeo Red. So this is gonna be kind of like a really fast review because there isn't anything added here. There's not really too much of a difference aside from the upside down triangle on his face. Other than that, sculpting is still really good. The paints on it on the chest piece is nice. Again, the arms, boots, belt, and straps and everything could be better. Comes with his blaster like the other one did. Again, painted pretty decently. If you guys want a closer look, there you go. I don't have the light on, so it's a little bit harder to see. And that's mostly because if I turn on my extra light, uh, the white in his boots and arms and everything kind of disappears and stuff. So, sorry if it's a little bit dark, but yeah. And then his little, I forgot, it was like it's not a sword because it's round. I forgot what they called it, but yeah. Again, the detail on it is nice. The gold on it is nice. Still wish it could extend, or we had gotten an extended version of it because it's a cool looking weapon when they're using it. Though I mean, we didn't get the blade blaster transform, so guess that was that. Uh, visually he looks good. There's nothing really different here from Red other than the fact that he's blue. But I will say a few things here that are kind of annoying is the paint on his chest here. I know you guys can't see it that well, and I apologize. It looks a little bit cracked. I don't know why, but to me it doesn't look like it I don't know, either it didn't dry good or something. The same on his back right here. You can actually see that one pretty good on camera. It's just something, I don't know, like they missed it, or I don't know what's going on there. There's a little bit of white on the back of his helmet. And there was actually a white line going down on his visor right there, but I fill that in by painting it with a marker, though it looks like on this side, it looks like there's a little bit of a white smudge too. I don't think you can see that because of how reflective all the lights are, but trust me, it's there. So QC issues, yeah, they're still there, but I haven't had the same mix up with my original Red Ranger where the leg was it had two, I think, left thighs, and that kind of it ruined the articulation in many ways. Aside from that, articulation wise, he's what you would expect. Arm goes up that much, goes all the way around, swivels, double jointed elbows. He has the swivel at the wrist and the hinge. His head can look up and look down, he can look left and he can look right. Still no pivot. Obviously, they weren't going to add it, but just saying it's still not there. Can't lean back like at almost at all. Yeah, not really at all. Can lean forward just a little bit. So I don't know. I feel like this one definitely lost that articulation. Maybe it's the triangle on his chest here. Maybe they lowered it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, he can kick forward about that high, which isn't that much. Can't really kick back too much. Double jointed knees. No boot swivel, but he does have that upper thigh swivel. Can go back, forward, and ankle pivot. Whether it works good or not, that's up to you. And he does have that waist rotation. So pretty standard articulation, more or less the same as the Red Ranger. So like I said, quick review, really nothing to add here other than, look, it's the Blue Ranger, and he looks pretty cool. So let's just get into some size comparisons and wrap this up. So here he is next to his Mighty Morphin counterpart, and I want to say that Mighty Morphin Red does stand maybe slightly taller, just barely, though that could just be the illusion of it being taller from the like little curve on his helmet. Of course, Rocky did play the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger after Jason, so them being around the same size and everything should be good, but again, they're a little bit different. The bodies are definitely different on these two figures. The legs, I want to say, yeah, they look different. Maybe the thighs are the same. The boots are different, obviously, from at least having that and the curve and everything. Main difference between these is you can definitely see, like I said, he has a better ab crunch and he can crunch back. He can't. You can see that it's actually cut just a bit lower. It's a little bit more inwards. His chest isn't as puffed out as Red Ranger's. And again, I believe that it's at least longer anyway because of the gold thing here to keep it as one giant piece and not split it off into two pieces. So although it does hurt the articulation just a little bit, it aesthetically I think it's good and I'm fine with it as long as it looks great. So anyways, let's move on. Here he is next to Zeo Ranger 5 Red and Gold Ranger, and ignore the not so great paint job on gold. I'm still kind of messing with it, trying to get it to look a little bit better. But seeing these guys side by side is awesome. I'm happy with it. I like how the team's coming along. I do have Green, and we'll be doing a review with him really soon, if not tomorrow. Can't wait for Pink and Yellow. I don't actually 100% know if they're out. Same thing with, I think, possibly two of the Rangers from the last wave, though I don't know. That might have been red and blue here. Here's the thing. It's weird because, like I said, when I picked up what was it, Dino Thunder Black Ranger, I picked up blue and green of Zeo. They didn't have pink Zeo or yellow Dino Thunder, and I think pink Zeo came out in the other wave. Yellow, I don't know, colors, whatever. Either way, all the girl Rangers, I haven't seen any of them. So I'm sure they're limited one per box of each because the way these things are packaged, there's two of a certain character per box, and then everybody else is one per box. And usually, the one who's paired as two is the one that most people are going to want. In this case, it was the Dino Black Ranger was two per box. So I don't know if somebody did buy both of the girls, which would be odd to me, considering, like I said before, the girls are always harder to get. I mean, easier to get. Sorry, they're always easier to get. They don't sell as well, and that's not because of the collectors or anything. That's from the parent standpoint, where for whatever reason they don't want their boys to have girl rangers. I don't know why. It's just a thing that happens. They don't sell as well. Like I said before, go to your Walmart, Target, wherever they sell these. You'll most likely see a yellow Mighty Morphin Ranger or another female Ranger sitting there. I know that all of my stores have had at least one female Ranger sitting there for the longest time. So that kind of sucks, but hopefully I'll be able to get them and complete the team soon and without having to pay extra prices. But like I was saying, I don't know if they're out because even on Amazon, they're not on there for an inflated price. I haven't seen any pictures of them on Instagram or even on eBay. So I'm wondering if they're splitting the waves up in pieces like they're doing the Dragon Star line, and maybe they're just not hitting the stores yet. I'm hoping that's the case because I do want to complete the Steam. But anyways, that's a pretty long ramble. Let's move on to the next comparison. Here he is next to a Black Series Star Vader, Halo Universe Series Master Chief, which I believe in my last comparison I said Halo Legends Series. That's how late it was and how tired it was. It is late now, but not as tired. And Marvel Legends Iron Man, you can see that Blue Ranger here is definitely taller than all of these, but at least here you can get a ballpark of how they all look relative to each other. And lastly, here he is compared to an SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan God Goku, who is significantly shorter than Blue Ranger here. And yeah, there you go. So overall, not a bad figure. Like I said, he did have some minor paint issues, which kind of sucked. I don't know if you could see them on the camera or not. The visor one was pretty easy to fix. I just used an alcohol marker to kind of wipe that thing away. Kind of wish I had taken a picture of it so you could see, but trust me, there was a very visible kind of little white line from the paint going down. Uh, Aesthetically, again, looks awesome. If you have any of the other Zeo Rangers, aside from gold, the male ones, they all pretty much look the same, aside from the helmet and obviously the paint color. Articulation, it does take a little bit of a hit, but because they're adding that triangle shape to his chest and everything, keeping it one solid piece, I'm okay with it. Yeah, it could be a little bit better with the ab crunch forward and back, like the Mighty Morphin ones or even the space ones, but I'm fine with the way it is nonetheless, and the fact that they did put in the effort to engineer the body like that is a good thing. Unfortunately, like I've been stating before, Bandai is losing the rights to make the Power Ranger figures, from what I know, and it's going to be Hasbro or whoever makes Marvel Legends. I always forget who makes Marvel Legends. I don't know why. I don't review them enough on this thing to review to remember. I have plenty of them, but I don't review them for whatever reason. Maybe I should start. I don't know. I don't get them when they come out. That's the thing. That's a whole another story. But Blue Ranger, was a really good character. I'm just gonna say that right now. I really did like Rocky. Don't get me wrong. I hated seeing Jason go, but Rocky was a pretty good character. All the way through Mighty Morphin, I liked him. You know, aside from the fact that they did make him, I don't know. A few times I felt like they made him a little too naive. I think he tried to prove himself a few times and didn't work out that good. He was still a good character. He had great character development. When he became the Blue Zeo Ranger, it was all right. Like I said, Zeo Ranger was never my favorite series, but seeing him go because he had a back injury in the movie was lame. I'm sorry, it was lame. Now, unlike a lot of people who I know who don't like Justin for whatever reason, the person who replaced them, I'm okay with him. But I would have loved to see Rocky at least do more in the Power Ranger Turbo movie than just get flung out of a ring and spend the entire rest of the movie in a hospital bed. That was a pretty disappointing thing. But anyways, that is my review for the Zeo Blue Ranger. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, comment down below, like button, tell me how you feel about the character. If you guys want whatever you want, either way, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.